Getting ready. Hi there, everybody. It's Emily. I'm so happy to be here every single Thursday with you live, doing readings, sharing messages, sometimes doing workshops. We just like to mix things up around these parts. So as you join these live feeds, one thing that is important to know is that you're here for a reason, and whatever message that's coming through, my throat is closing off. Whatever message is coming through, it is for you. You are here for a reason today. So if you are here live, you can put in card please into the chat, or wow, there's a lot of clearing that's coming up for your throat chakra today. You can put card please if you would like to get a card reading, or if there's a specific question that you have that you would like some channeling on, we can do that. Otherwise, you can also ask me to read your energy field and channel for you. I am here for it all. So today we're going to use the Angels in Your Biz Oracle card deck. This is my Oracle card deck. And if you don't have it already, you can actually get it half off when you join the Intuition Income and Impact Summit. It's a free full week, 3-day live event that's happening in just a couple weeks, starting November 17th. It's just an amazing way to just release yourself from all of the craziness, let go of the overwhelm, give you a chance to exhale and recalibrate, really being able to come back home to yourself, really finding yourself again, open up your intuition, seeing how you can use your intuition in your business, and then beyond that, making a beautiful impact. Hi! I do see lots of comments here. I'm so happy. I don't see any on Facebook, so that's fine. We'll focus on you all today. It's nice to see you here. So if your name on here is not your actual name, could you just let me know what your name is? Because I want to make sure I'm connecting to your specific energy. And every week it's something different, Some weeks it's like really kind of themed, that there's messages that are coming through that are all kind of in the same sort of theme. Sometimes they're different. So let's see what we have today. Energy field, please. Okay. Energy field, please. Okay. Hi. Yeah. So just your name is Ceza. Okay. I'm not going to read your last name just in case. I don't know if they come through on the replay or not, but whatever. Cool. I'll pull my cards. They'll be ready for whoever is next, and we'll get started. All right. So, hi. All right. So let's see who's first. Millie, energy field. Okay. And if there's any specific questions that you guys have as you hop on, or if you want energy field or you want a card, you just let me know. I'm going to angle this a little bit. I feel like I'm like floating down. Here we go. All right. So Millie, you got it. And if you guys want to just take a deep breath in and out, just relax. Hit the thumbs up or the hearts, whatever buttons you have on whatever platform you're on. Okay, I'm connecting with your energy, Millie. And I feel like you're like you're pushing out your aura right now, which is fun. I'll ask if there's any information that you require right now. Your field is kind of asking for more clarity. So I'm just going to listen to your field of where we need to be guided for some more clarity, wherever you're getting stuck or stagnant energy. Yeah, I'm zeroing on your throat. It feels like it's kind of cutting off here. Your field is wide. Your field is wanting to expand. It's like, oh, she's here. Look, tell me what I can do. Okay, so let's get into Millie's throat chakra. Is there any information here? I feel like interesting because when I first started recording this video and I was talking, all of a sudden I was like, like my throat like went out. Um, why I block money since a few months. Yes, I do. Okay. Okay. So in here in your throat, Millie, that's where I felt like this kind of like cutting off. And if you think about like a garden hose, if you twist the garden hose, the water can't run through easily. So wherever that kink is in your energy field, it's like anything beneath that can sometimes feel like you're not getting that flow coming through, if that makes sense to you. And so where you're cutting off is here. So everything beneath is a little bit dimmer, not getting as much energy flowing. Um, but that doesn't mean that there's nothing going on. There's still energy moving, and we're just going to go into your throat. So, also, your throat chakra is about speaking your truth, and it's also about visibility. So, sometimes we hold back from what we want to say because of fear of judgment from others. We are afraid we're not going to fit in. We're afraid of showing the world who we really are. And I feel like some of that is really resonant to what's going on with you. I just feel like a knot, like I'm swallowing, like when I get really stressed out and I want to say something, my throat closes. That's the feeling that I'm getting. Okay, I see. That's me at the moment. Yes. I do have issues with my throat. Okay. So, what I would say, Millie, is that some things that you can do, of course, like drinking warm tea with some nice manuka honey in it is going to help be very soothing for your physical throat. For your energetic throat, it's kind of like telling somebody who is like on your guides are showing me like somebody who is a fear of heights on the top of like a really tall like mountain or ladder or like somewhere super high. It's somebody who has a fear of heights. You can't just be like, you're fine, you're safe, because this phobia is actually taking over their logical thinking and it's not safe to them. And so if I were to say like just share who you are, it's going to do the same thing, which is like nothing basically. So how do we get you feeling more safe and secure? So you have to change your environment. You might be dimming to fit in. You might have some people in your close vicinity or close proximity who are not like you, who don't believe what you believe, who are like just not your people. And the same thing I feel for myself, I feel it right now for my son, even, which is like, you got to find the people that you feel like home with, that you just know you belong there. It's not about fitting in and trying to be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be agreeable. I like that too. Sure. You like it. I like it too. It's not about changing who you are to fit in places. It's about being able to belong as yourself. And if you haven't found yourself in crowds like that, it's time to go find people like that. And I'm glad you're here. We probably have a lot in common. And as you know, I don't know if you're signed up for the Intuition Summit, but there's going to be a lot of very like minded people there, very open minded, very spiritual, very like growth driven, high achievers, like really successful people who are going to be there. So it could be a nice opportunity for you to network and like maybe make some new friends. And whether they're online or they're in person, I think it's going to be great for you to help open up your environment so that you can speak freely, so that you don't have this like tightening, like holding back and shifting. It's like and I'm not going to make the I was just about to say something and my throat closed up again. I was going to say, I don't necessarily know if I would say that the throat and the money block are connected, but then my throat shut off what I was saying. So maybe there is a little bit of a connection there with the money, but part of this is Your guides are saying part of the way that you can feel more safe in speaking up and speaking your truth is to do it energetically and in your mind. Like imagine being so free in a place where you could just say what you want to say and people don't think you're crazy, you're open, this like this connection. And so that energy of feeling like what does that feel like for you? Like that freedom, that openness, that expansion. Tap into that feeling even though your current reality doesn't look like that. The more you can tap into that vibrational feeling, the easier it's going to start opening to be able to speak up for what you, and I mean even advocating for yourself if you work somewhere and you want to raise, okay, I will. I did apply for it and I have one of your classes on deck. You applied for it? I don't know what you mean you applied for it. The summit is completely free. If you guys go to emilyarons.com/summit, you will be on the list. It is completely free, zero cost to you. Tell your friends. Please come. Hi, Laura. I see Laura's over here with a little heart. If you have a question specifically, you want a card, you want an energy reading, just put it in the chat below. I'd be happy to help. Let me get the link for you guys. Summit. Oh gosh, there it is. So that you guys can sign up while you're waiting if you haven't already. And I'll pin that if I can. Pin, yes. All right. So thank you for the validation, Millie. It looks like all the things I said were very resonant and very relevant. So says you want me to do an energy reading for you? Okay. My heat just kicked in, so like all of a sudden there's really warm air coming in, which I love. Says I'm just tapping into your energy field right now. I'm being actually brought to lower chakras as the priority. It's kind of between your solar plexus and your sacral chakra, which is basically like your belly button, like right in the middle of those two places where I'm being brought. Excuse me, there's a big shift there as I tap into the energy. And so just so you are aware, solar plexus, there's a lot of energy moving. It's like your body's like, oh, good, someone's here. So, in your solar plexus is about trusting your gut and what you want to will into the world, what you want to create. And your sacral chakra is about that creativity, what you want to birth into the world. And so they kind of work hand in hand. And so both of them are kind of like, saying that's like the priority right now. And when we have two chakras kind of like that in the belly that are both kind of speaking up and saying this is the priority, I also would venture to guess that there could be some digestive issues going on in the physical body. So that's the energy body, but this in the physical body, digestive issues, bloat, food sensitivities, um, Crohn's, just digestive issues, gas, bloating, like all of that in the belly digestive tract. So it's not just energy, it is your energy and your physiology. So if you think about like the chakra system and you think about your endocrine system, if you know about that, it is exactly in the same location, not sort of near, not kind of close, not floating above or below. It's your physiology, your energetic body are inseparable. So what's happening energetically also is happening physically. Oh yeah, I've been working a lot on trust and bringing what I want into the world. I've never normally have any bloating or anything, but I have had in the last couple of weeks. Your body is telling me that. So thank you for that confirmation. So, um, oh, okay. Hold on. There's a message coming in. So they're your guides are saying it's kind of like that phrase, like, what can't you stomach? Like something's making you sick, like something is really upsetting you. But it feels a little bit like you're holding back and not saying anything, not doing anything. It's kind of like it's a stressor and you're just kind of like kind of holding it back, holding it at bay. And so your body feels that stress that you might think it's a mental issue, but actually your body is like churning. It's like, I don't know what to do with all this. Oh, I got a chill as I said that. So I feel this energy too, where you're kind of like stuck in between two places or two people. Like I feel this like difficulty, this juxtaposition. And I had a friend over yesterday and he was telling me about this difficulty with work, and they're making me think about that. And like my hip has to pop now. Oh my gosh, everything is going on in your body right now. um, he was telling me about these sort of the scenario with work, and like he's waiting for this thing but he can't do anything about that, and he's tried all he can, and he's kind of hitting like a dead end, and like he's kind of waiting, like there's not a lot he can do, which is making him feel really anxious. So they're wanting me to share that just to so that you feel like you're not alone either in this time in your life. um and they're showing me having like a hot water bottle on your tummy. I know it's like super, I don't know, old school, but a hot water bottle on your belly is going to actually really do wonders to calm your whole nervous system. It's kind of like, I feel like a weighted blanket, but more directed for your abdomen. And I think it's going to feel really nice to have that on your body and to also clear. So I'll take a couple people who are on Facebook, and then I'll hop back on to YouTube as well. I see Laura Beth. I think you wrote the word energy, which triggered some sort of messenger bot. I'm sorry about that. I see Michelle. I see Lisa. What's up? So Laura, you said energy reading. Okay, so I'll tap into your energy. Also, for folks on Facebook, you can just type the word summit and it should send you a DM so that you can get in on the summit, which we're doing starting on the 17th. I would love for you all to be there. I haven't done a live event like this in almost 3 years, and truly, I'm holding a container for so many people right now. I think we're almost at 300 registrants, which I'm just mind blown about. This is like no ads, organic, people on my list. I think folks are just craving that depth. We're so tired of this bullshit out there that we want to go deep, we want to get connected, we want to come back, and doing this work in community, it amplifies the energy so much. So if you've ever done intuition week with me before or karma cleanse with me before, you know what it's like when we do it together. It's just like I plan for what we're going to do, and then it just takes it to another level. So while you're waiting, sign up, tell a friend or two. It's so much more fun with friends. So Laura, you're next. All right. So, and it's funny. It's okay. So I'm going to just go into this. Sorry, I'm not going to go into a tangent. Okay. Focus. My guys are like, "Bah, bah, bah." All right, Laura. Okay. So immediately your energy came in really, really strong. I feel like no bullshit. Go get him. Fast talker, move fast. Like, let's go. And, which is not common, Laura, for energy on my live streams. I tend to see folks who are not this like boom, 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 like driven. Like I feel like public relations, marketing, like business. Like I feel this enthusiasm and this push, like let's go kind of energy around you. Are you still here, by the way? I should probably start with that. So hopefully you are, but if not, that's okay. So Laura, let's see if there's any information. Okay, they're like, slow down. You've been spinning your wheels, like go 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 go, like you're an adrenaline junkie, like going on coffee, and like more is more, and not sleeping well, and like doing the most, all of the things. And there's like I feel like I'm trying to catch my breath. Your guides are like, she's doing like the meditation, she's doing the workout, and she's doing the thing, and she's doing that thing. And it's like, but also slow down, also slow down. Because you have to redefine what success is for you, because right now you've been operating with an outdated programming system. Your guides are like showing me a computer software that's outdated. My father-in-law just joined. Hi. It's so fun to see. I don't know if he's still here. He might have just hopped on accidentally. So your guides are saying like this is this outdated programming system, and you're like, I don't know how to stop. Like you're on this hamster wheel. Like if I don't know how to stop, my foot's probably gonna get caught in the spoke, or something's gonna be bad. So your guides are just like, you're in the right place. They're pushing you into my sphere. I know your name, but I can't see your picture very well. I'm sure we know each other. I don't know. But part of this is like you need Emily in your life. You need a little bit of Emily in your life. Mostly because like I have been there and I know the feeling. I am a manifesting generator. I'm the energizer bunny. I totally resonate with your energy. And when you actually slow down, you can take your work so much deeper, so much more potent, so much more powerful. Like you are at this point where like something's got to give, and it's going to snap you, and you're going to have to respond to that snap of shit just breaking, because your guides are like no more, and they're really responding to the silent things that you're praying for. You're praying for like, how do we do things differently? Or you can be proactive and start to pump the brakes and find space in your day. Find space. Wait, IEA, Laura? I mean, I can't, this doesn't make any difference. I don't have my reading on. IEA, Laura? Oh my gosh. This is not the energy okay, I need to see you later. Okay. Um, the Laura from IA does not have this kind of energy, but that was also a couple of years ago, or more than a couple of years ago, anyways. Maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Anyway, um, that surprises me. That surprises me. So anyway, your guides are just like, you've got to either like proactively change this pattern. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. She said her dog died. Oh, no. Oh, that breaks my heart. No, I'm sorry. Oh. So your guides are saying you have to either proactively break this old pattern, or it's going to break you, and then you're going to have to pick up the pieces like, oh god, what am I doing? So it's starting to make a little more sense that you, the Laura that I know and love, like that's why it feels like I can't believe that's you. And so perhaps what was going on is, since the loss of your dog, you're pouring yourself into other things that maybe you can try to control, that you can pour your energy into, and like, okay, well, maybe I want to do this with my life. Maybe I'm going to do that, which is fine. We all grieve in different ways. And your guides are just asking you to kind of slow down. And part of what is so hard is that when we go fast, they make me think of people who do like spin. When we go fast, it's like so good and our adrenaline is running, we're sweating. And it's like, yeah, it feels so good when I do this. That does feel good. But also, if you've ever been to a yin yoga class, and I used to avoid these, by the way, I was like, I only want to do power yoga. When I did my first yin yoga class, we did like maybe 5 poses the entire 90 minutes. I got to go so deep. I was weeping. I realized I was holding things in my body that I didn't even know were there. And just like the space that it gave me to let go was like, oh God, I needed that. So that's also giving like the message for you of like, yes, doing is great. It's a little bit like, just be cautious that you're not being so busy that you're numbing yourself from feeling what you actually need to feel and process. And I've lost a number of dogs, and I know that that pain, it lingers a bit. So I'm just sending you healing, sending you love, really truly. And thank you for being on here. I miss you. I'm so grateful that I get to see you again. I have seen so many people in the last couple of weeks from my past come back. And I maybe that's my own energy, my own vibration is calling, people back in. But anyways, good to see you on here. Um, I'll do Michelle, and then I'm going to come over here. I believe um Kailani. Oh, Kamudi, you're here. Okay. Joe's here. Let me just find out where I was. Ba, 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 ba. Kamudi, you're going to be next. Okay, so I'm just going to hold my mouse over there so I know. Okay, so Michelle, and then I'm going to pop over here. Thank you all for being here. I know it's probably like you're like, come on, Emily, get to me already. I'm doing my best, and I want to just emphasize first come, first serve. So when you know it's Thursday, you can put on your calendar, set a reminder. I do send an email out like 15 minutes ahead, but if you subscribe to YouTube or whatever on Facebook, you'll be able to get here in line as soon as you can. And some days I do like quick card readings. Some days I don't. I guess I just kind of follow where the energy is. And if this is helpful, if you're enjoying this, and even if you're not being read, there is something here for you. There's a message here for you. There's guidance here for you. There's a reason you are in the room listening right now. Even if you're working in the background, there's stuff that's coming in through your subconscious still. So, Michelle. Okay. It says, if you feel called, I'm open to hearing what needs to be said. Okay, what needs to be said? Oh, Michelle. Michelle Pringle Holy. All right, I'm connecting with your energy. I feel a guide actually coming forward. It feels like Archangel Metatron. And Archangel Metatron tends to show up when we need to think about like order and strategy and numbers and data and da 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 da. Um, Interesting. I feel like okay, what needs to be said? That's what you asked. What needs to be said? You're avoiding having hard conversation, it feels like, around money and finances. You're avoiding having a hard conversation around money or finances. I feel like the feeling I'm getting is I have been watching the data and the numbers for some time, and I know what I see, and yet somebody else in the scenario is not quite getting it, or they're not as experienced. And it's frustrating, and you should be the one to take control over the things. But for whatever reason, there's like a dynamic, like two people dynamic that aren't really jiving. And it's making me think of my husband and my marriage, because we have sometimes a dynamic like that in our marriage where, I have a bookkeeper and I had to force him to get a bookkeeper because he wasn't keeping his books. And I'm like, we can't do this. And it was so stressful for me personally. And even still, it's like we're still progressing. So there's that message that was coming in for that as well. And I should have asked if you're here too, Michelle. People kind of come and go. So that was what needed to be said. You need to be saying something to somebody. about the finances. Okay, so Kamudi, have some big events coming up and all new. How do I prepare my body for all of this? Big moves in business, love, life, family. Wow. How do you prepare your body for the big moves? How do you prepare your body for the moves is you go outside every day. You get a daily insight, a daily reminder, a daily um, something like you're connecting every day with just a little touch of guidance. Like you don't need this like enormous to-do list. You just need like one quick thing every day. And so moving your body and getting outside every day is going to be really helpful to integrate all these things into your body. Um, it wouldn't, I don't know what kind of like, you know, foods that you eat, but when you have a lot of things changing around, it might be helpful to have really grounding foods like potatoes and beets. Think about things that grow in the ground to be grounding you. Um, Celery sometimes feels grounding, just root vegetables, parsnips, soups, warming foods. I don't know where you live. In North America, it's getting to be chilly where I live, so warming foods are really good. I'm seeing like almost like a pumpkin or like a squash soup, something that could be colorful but also really nourishing. Um, Things with like good warming spices as well for your body. It's interesting, everybody's different, and it's nice to see like what comes up for everybody's system. So to answer your question, how to prepare your body is moving your body outside, eating those foods, getting those nice spice blends in, even some of like warming spices like cayenne. I love that for your body. Turmeric. Um, what is that one that I'm thinking of with the little pods? Oh my gosh. I'm just seeing these little pods and I can't think of what they are. Oh, I can't think of what it is. Anyway, yeah, that would be great for you right now to integrate. And congratulations. It's so good. Michelle said, I am here. Thank you. Thank you. Nailed it. Okay. I love it when I hear that stuff. Nailed it. Um, let's see who's next. Jean, you just got back. Welcome back. Are you still here with us? Energy reading. You got it, babe. Energy reading from my friend Jean. And I think that I had somebody else on here. I'm not really sure. Oh, Tina, if you're still here, whoever's on Facebook, I just do a couple here and a couple there. I'll just pop back and forth if you'd like card reading, energy reading, if you have a specific question, let me know. And is everybody signing up for the summit? Are we all doing this thing together? I presume everybody here is in the know and everybody here is coming to the summit. I hope so. Yay, 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 yay. Okay, so Jean, you're next. Also, I just want to say this because I see a couple familiar faces. If you're in M&A, Mastery and Ascension, I sent out a really important email today. So do read it thoroughly. It's very long, but it's very detailed. So there's a lot of information. You don't have to do anything, but it is really good information because M&A is evolving and it's really feeling amazing for the first time in quite a while, to be honest. It's funny, last year around this time it was evolving and I was kind of like, what does it want to be? What are we doing here? And I rolled out an app and I was like, that's cool, but something's still not right. And And yeah, so now it's shifting, and I'm really really looking forward to what's coming, and helping more conscious leaders to be able to focus and do energy resets, and really have the tools and resources so that you can shift your energy and get into your highest self and do more of the things that you love and feel amazing as you grow your businesses. So back to Jean. Noted, went out today and heard the same thing. You heard the same thing, and you still ask me. This is all I needed. Okay, that's so funny. Sometimes we just need that validation, and that's okay too. So you validated me and I validated you. Love that. So Jean, back to Jean. All right. Hmm. Okay, I'm tapping into your field. All right. So, I know that you just came back from a wonderful trip. Your system is doing like a record scratch. It's like, it's doing this like, I am not okay thing. Um, and you will be okay. It's going to take a week. So over this weekend, I'm going to chill as I say this. Over the weekend, as much as you think that like a few days of weekend is going to be the thing, it's going to take a bit longer, so just like be where you are. Also, I feel like there's something that's coming up with your cycle that's like off as well, like everything is off, and it will all sync back up again, but like that I don't know if you have seen Dumb and Dumber. I presume everybody on here has the same sense of humor as I have. But that line when he says our pets' heads are falling off. That's how I feel for you right now, Jean, where you're like trying your best to like get back into the rhythm of things, but like your system is like, ah. So, I wouldn't be surprised like if you got your period early or late, or like it was all a mess. Um, this weekend, like really do your best to get your feet on the earth, ground yourself, and kind of like Kamudi, like eating those grounding, nourishing, warming foods are going to really help. And your guides are saying there are some comfort foods that are your go-to. It's funny because I was reading Kamudi, but then I was thinking about myself. It wasn't for her to tell, but it was for me when I was telling her about grounding foods, and it made me think of what is mulligatawny soup. If you guys have ever had mulligatawny soup at your favorite Indian restaurant, or if you make it yourself at home, that is one of my favorite comfort foods. And for Jean, I think if you like it, it would be a really good soup for you to have. Spirit comes in the funniest ways sometimes. I see somebody. Oh, okay, Tina. Okay, you'll be next, Tina. So oh, and I'm from India and vegetarian. It's chilly here too. Oh, that's great. So maybe mulligatawny soup for you. But for Jean, it's like your system needs like a reboot. And interestingly, um, wow, interesting. So, if you, I don't know Ayurveda, but it's coming in. Maybe this is Kamudi's energy pulling in. I don't know if you do Ayurveda or anything, or can offer anything, because I feel like an idiot. What I'm about to say was your guides are saying, Jean, of like really understanding your dosha so that you can eat the foods that really reset your system in a holistic way, and the behaviors and the lifestyle, like it's kind of like a little bit of a reset, and a not really a detox, but just a bit of a reset, like maybe they're making me feel like a little bit of a detox, like like a food elimination, like getting some things out of your diet for a little bit, just to reset your system, some of the common toxins and you know, food additives, colors, highly processed dairy. gluten, soy, like those things just to kind of some of the grains, even I'm seeing like rice, even quinoa. I'm sorry to say, but like some of these things could be irritants right now. Your system is just like, oh, so we need to just like be treat it like a baby, treat it like a baby, be very kind and very gentle with it. I feel out of whack. I'm going to an energy healing Monday. My comfort foods are here, and I know this is all part of the changes. And thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. Bone broth would be really good for you too right now, not just, just like as a regular daily do it. I don't know if you have a slow cooker or even an Instapot. I've been doing my bone broth in Instapots because then it's done like same day and it's awesome. So it's like a 5 or 6 hour Instapot situation versus like a 3 day on the stove. Hopefully I don't burn my house down situation. So, yeah, try that out. And where are we at time? We're doing good on time. I think I saw Tina. Tina, you're here. Lisa, I already got you, didn't I? Didn't I get you already? Oh no, it was a different Lisa. So Lisa and Tina. Lisa and Tina, you're here. You're up, Lisa. Card reading. Thank you for making it easier for me. Lisa, you got the card on top. Self-care. It's time to take a break. Lisa, Kendrick, it's time to take a break. Um, Interestingly, right after jeans. So you see how like we're all in this space together and there's something probably for both of you from each other. So it's time to take a break. If your system is just going go 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 go, I feel like the other thing that's coming up for you is like you're looking on the horizon, seeing those holidays like coming up, like here we are, and those could be really stressful and triggering for you, as they are for a lot of people. But just like your guides are like, protect your peace. Just take care of you. What do you want to do? What do you want to eat? How do you want to spend your time? Fuck all the traditions and expectations, Lisa. Focus on like really doubling down on what Lisa wants. Okay? Okay. Energy reading for Tina next. Okay, so Tina San Germano Gifford. Cool name. All right. Thanks. I know I have a crock pot. All right, good for you. Get that done. And you know what I do is I'll buy like an organic rotisserie chicken, make my life totally easier, pull all the meat off so I can have that. And then I use the carcass, whole onion, whole, I don't even chop it, whole carrots, whole garlic, lots of garlic, salt, pepper, celery. If you're feeling fancy, throw that all in there and then fill it up with filtered water and just let it rip. And I'm gonna make some for myself. I have some in the freezer. I do freeze it all the time, so I'll probably thaw some out for myself today too, because that would feel nice. Okay, so Tina. There is a stagnation. It's like kind of like still quietness. So take a couple deep breaths so we can really connect with each other, Tina. There we go. Hmm. It's interesting. When I connected with your energy, this motherly energy came in with you, kind of like touching your hair and just kind of like doing this to you. Like if you were being consoled, if you were having a hard time, and your mother just gently touched your hair and rubbed your back a little bit. It feels really loving. So, whether or not your mother is in spirit, maybe a grandmother is in spirit, this motherly, maternal energy is just with you, holding you, touching your hair. Things feel quiet, and it feels like you've been through a lot, that you're getting this like added love. And it feels like the feeling I'm getting as I'm saying this is like, um, when we don't even realize that we have spirit guides around us, so we feel alone, and then all of a sudden somebody says something and we're like, "Oh my god, really? There's spirits around me and guidance and loving me and all this. I'm surrounded, I'm supported because I feel so alone. I feel like I'm on an island. I feel like I'm going through this by myself and that um there's nobody I can talk to about it. Nobody knows about it." Your guides are like, "You need a new therapist." Also that part, and don't be, like, lazy about it. You are a priority, you matter, and our mental health matters. I know I go online, I do it every single week, and some weeks I don't really know if I have a lot to say, and some weeks I'm like a puddle, and some weeks I'm celebrating, and some weeks I'm just like, I need advice as a parent. So, it feels like maybe there's a little bit of this old school shame around having a therapist, so just let that go because we all need an outlet and we can't have expect our friends or our partners to be trained like a professional therapist would be, and it's not all of their burden to carry. And so if you've been withholding letting some of the stuff off of your chest and opening up, it's because you don't want to burden people with it, which is right. That's a good instinct. But in addition, you also need to process. And right now, I think your guides are really guiding you towards being able to have somebody that you can truly open up to and be able to just share what's on your heart um, in a confidential space. And you said my name perfectly. Wow, that's a first. She is in spirit. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, I hope that whatever it is that you're going through or went through, Tina, that you know that she's with you. And I love the connection that she has with you, that she came in immediately. It was like your energy was kind of having trouble opening up to let me in, and she just came in with you, like, as a package deal. So I love that she's there and connected with you. I love that. Um, and hi, Carla. This is what I'm saying. These people from my past are here, and it makes my heart so happy. Oh, I love that. So I'm popping back and forth. So I'll be back, Carla. Don't you go anywhere. And Tina sending you extra love, extra love. Um, spot on, my friend. Thank you so very much. Oh, guys, I wish we were all together in person. Um, because I want you to know how much I really do genuinely appreciate connecting with you guys. I know, oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional. um, I'm by myself here in my room. I feel your presence here and here. I feel it. And I know that doing this is unconventional. Reading energy online is unconventional. And yet it's such a gift to be able to connect. And I'm just going to put this out there. I do want to have some in-person events in the near future. And if you're up for it, I would love to be able to see you guys, meet you guys, hug you guys in person, you ladies. I'm just going to put it out there. So if we want to use our powers and combine our energies and our power, let's put it out there in the universe that we can be in community together and really connect. Yes, I'd love to be in person with you all. Thanks. Thanks. All right, I need some water. My mouth is getting a little dry. Oh, Courtney, your work is so healing and needed in this world. I'm like, thanks. Yeah, YouTube is working this time. Yes, I'm not super drained, and I would love to do an energy reading. And I think you're next, Courtney. Um, any messages about the additional business venture I recently took a leap of faith on? Ooh, Kawailani, my friend who I always mispronounce her name, unlike Tina's. Were you here before? I'm trying to see if you were. Oh, I see some people ahead of you, Courtney. I'm sorry to get you all excited. Hold, please. I think I see Paula Petrie up here. Hi, Paula. How is it going, friend? Are you here? Are you here? Haven't been on live with you for such a long time. So glad you popped up again. A reading would be a huge blessing in a very difficult place right now. Thanks for being here, Deb. Thanks for being here. Where are you guys all from in the world, by the way? Just so I know where this in-person event slash retreat slash hugfest slash, I don't know, badass board breaking, I don't know what we're doing thing is going to be held. Let me see if Toronto. All right. So let me just, I don't think that Paula is here. I got Joe. And I know I always bounce around. So I'm sorry if I miss you guys once in a while. It's not my intention. Uh, so let me just see if I can go in order. Okay, I see Tracy is ahead of you, Courtney. So I'm gonna do Tracy and then I'll go to you. I know you, Carla. And I definitely want to go to the UK. I definitely do. So maybe everybody just needs to go there. Okay, so let me go to Tracy. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're good. Tracy, I am sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Your guy, as soon as I connected, your guides are like giving me this, like rolling their eyes of like, she's not listening to us. She's not doing the things that she knows she needs to do. Um, and you know what? I know what that's like because we all stall out in our own ways, I've done that myself. I get it. Um, but your guides are asking you to really like do what you say you want to do. Don't make excuses. Like use your planner, write it down, commit to it, and do the damn thing. Excuse me, there was a huge release for you. I'm sorry about that, but it's just what's going on in your energy. Yeah. Okay. Courtney, I'll do a reading for you, and then I think Howie Lonnie's next. Okay. All right. Courtney, your energy's coming in. Oh, a song was just about to come in. Come in again. What was that song? Okay. That wasn't the original song. Now it's like on shuffle. Okay, funniest thing. So I did hear a song coming in that I recognized, and all of a sudden I didn't know what it was, and it stopped. The sentiment is about like coming out. And then when I came back and was like, wait, what was that song? Then they played like Diana Ross, like I'm coming out song. I can't sing, so I won't. But we all know the song I'm coming out. So I feel this like it's at the beginning. coming. So it's like this kind of like slow build up crescendo. And I know like you and I have talked off of here, um but it feels like you're getting that push to kind of finally come out and do the thing, which you are doing. You're totally doing it in your own way, and yet there's still a little bit of this like hiding behind. So I think leaving that group, if that's what you decide to do, could be really good for you, so that you don't feel like you're stepping on people's toes. um I feel like, starting your own damn group, doing things differently. Like sometimes we do have to be in those situations that we learn from a bad coach or a bad group or a bad whatever to go like, I don't want to do that. That's for sure coming in from the message that you gave me earlier, but also right now with that Diana Ross, I'm coming out. And then the next song that came on was that Miley Cyrus, like that old one, like hopped on the plane, them LAX, and na 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 na. What is that song? Not in my head, like yeah, my head back, playing my song. The party in the USA. That's the song. The party in the USA. I'm so sorry for my terrible singing. If I tried to sing, I would probably sound better. But I'm just trying to hear the song as I'm channeling, and so these kind of like upbeat like music, these like songs are like you need your own anthem, you need your own like playlist to like hype yourself up, because you're talking yourself out of doing these things that you are really destined to do, that you're naturally good at, and you really don't even know your potential until you really go do it. And so your guys are just being very cheerleadery today for you, Courtney. Kelly Lonnie, you're going to be next. Any messages around this new additional business venture you took a leap on? Little shift of energy here. Okay. And I'll finish with you, Carla. Don't worry. Okay. I'm immediately clenching my jaw. So the jaw is all about control. And it, like, as I massage it, it's actually hurting more. It actually hurts. Um, okay. Okay. So it's very much in my physical body right now. Like I'm clenching, I'm tight, I'm stressed. Your guides are immediately taking me to like, what's the lesson I'm learning from this? It sounds like you just started it though. So I don't know what lesson you're learning about this. They're asking me to ask you that. What's the lesson I'm learning in all this? Um, they're rushing me to that, like, what's the lesson here? I'm just gonna keep asking if there's more information here. Just give me a minute. Okay. So whatever this business venture is, it doesn't feel like a natural fit. So that's why they're rushing me to go and like, well, what did you learn from this? But they're also saying what we chase runs. What we chase runs. So um if you joined or signed up or whatever you did with this business venture, it feels a little like MLM-y, or like not super like aligned to you, and like you're really deep, and like this might have just been like an impulse thing. But they're saying like if you're chasing after money, it's going to run. So instead, use your energy and really embody that abundance. Like you have it already, and it's easier said than done. But I am literally in the moment. I'm reading this book. I've read it now, listen to reading, that's what I mean by it. 2 times. It's called Yes, what does it say? What's the title of it? It's like, "Yes, I'm provided for," or "Yes, I have everything I need." I think that's it's like the worst title of all history. But it's by one of my favorite authors, um, Richard Dott, and it's read by a robot, which is also not ideal. But the sentiment in it is really good. And it also brings me back to like my OG days when I first started meditating with my teacher. And part of what we did together was becoming the observer. And when you go into meditation, like you guys have been meditating with me for a while, when we go into meditation, we find this space where we can kind of space out from being here and now in our shit and be the observer of the person who's going through a hard time. And so when we can be the observer, we separate ourselves from it. So, like, I'm not my problems. I am not that thing, but I can see where that is. And so we find that space, that gap in between. And your guides are guiding you to finding that gap in between that you know how to find in that space, then tapping into that energy that you already have it. You already have it all. You live in an abundant world and you have everything you need. Um just deepening, going back into like your own practices, going back into your own practices. You're on a trajectory right now that you're not identifying, which is you're on a growth trajectory, but it's going to be taking you down a couple pegs to get back into your heart, into your soul, into your life's purpose. Like, it's okay if we take a detour sometime and like think like maybe this is going to help things. It's fine, but ultimately it's going to bring you back into deepening you, yourself, your purpose, your mission, your values. Um, Courtney said, "That's such a fun message. Whoever came up with the party in the USA has a funny sense of humor considering it's all about passports and moving abroad." Oh my God, that's right. Why did I put that together? That's hilarious. You just signed up. LOL. It's in the insurance finance industry, not my spiritual biz. So my guides probably just want me to focus on energy healing work that's already in and working through me. Yeah, yeah. But it's not a bad thing. It's not like you can't do it. They're just like, "What's the lesson here?" So, I hope that helps. And then we're gonna finish up with Carla. All right. Thank you for your patience, Carla, and everybody who's been around. And I saw the message from Deb, and listen, I know I don't always get to everybody, but I am doing my best. And there are messages here for you. Even if I'm technically reading somebody else, there are messages here for you. So just pick up those pieces, whatever is for you, and let go of whatever's not for you. All right. So Carla, I think it was about your business. Direction of my business. Okay. You're welcome, M's. I love that. I love the M's with the Z. Thank you. All right, Carla. Last message of the day. We love that. Hmm. Okay, there's a great, bright energy coming in for you, Carla. Excuse me, a big opening, too. I'm seeing this beautiful golden light sweeping into your field. Anything, I'm happy, whatever you want to share with me. You got it. There's this beautiful kind of golden light kind of sweeping into your field, and it's making me feel like I don't know why that just triggered a bot. Oh boy. Sorry. Um I don't know what's happening. Um it makes me feel like I'm going to the header of your website. I've never been to your website. I don't even know if you have a website, but it makes me feel like I'm going to the header of a website, and then I'm looking at this long list of things and I'm just cutting down on products and services and just like simplifying things. Like, I don't even do that anymore. I don't even like doing that. I don't do this. Let's do that. Like, cutting things out to kind of simplify and condense your offerings. And I'm not sure, do you still have your salon? Are you still there? Are you still doing energy work? Are you doing coaching? What are you doing? I don't know. But I feel like it's like this long list of things and we're like just really consolidating. And um just cutting back. Like it's so much excess. Like it's diluting your messaging, it's diluting what you do. Like it's okay to just do like a couple things so well, and that is it. Yes, I still have the salon. Okay, cool. I feel like there's like a simplification that needs to happen. Um, all the things and pulled all over. Yeah. So that's what your guides are. It's like this beautiful sweeping golden energy of like, look through, like if you were like looking at your own website like a consumer, looking through it like, really, what do I really need? What do I really do? I don't need all of this. I really don't. So just take your own advice. Like if you were a coach yourself, be like, yeah, I don't need all that. I went through a similar phase a couple of years ago, and even still, I'm still cutting things off. Like if it doesn't light you up and you're excited and you love it so much, then get rid of it. Simple as that. And I know your guides are like, "Eh, your tendency," they're saying your tendency, and I know you and love you, so I say this with love. Your tendency is to err on the side of fear and lack and scarcity. Like, what if I cut it off and then everything falls apart and I die alone, penniless? Right? I know that feeling. That's not what's going to happen. It's going to help you actually elevate your services, possibly even increase your prices so you don't have to do as much of the hustling and the things as you're currently doing. Um, oh my gosh, you guys with these messages, you're distracting me. Michelle says, thank you. Oh, thank you for the read. Kind of amazing. I met you today and the message that was needed. I hope to connect with you again. I'll check out the summit. Please do come to the summit. And how did you find me, Michelle? Cynthia says, you have grown so much over the years. Hats off to you, Diva. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, I appreciate it. I really receive these compliments. Thank you so much. Carla, so let me just kind of get they're like literally just run the numbers. If you have they're showing me a restaurant menu. And so we go to this restaurant locally that has a lot of stuff on the menu. And you know those restaurants where you're just like, how do you make Italian food and fried seafood and salads and wraps and bowls and soups and like, oh, how like wherever we have this huge menu, like I remember they were redoing their menu, and I was like, "You guys could get a little clearer on what you offer." And the owner was like, "Yeah, but there are people who do like to order those things." And I'm like, "Yeah, but is it profitable?" So we have to look at it like a business because that's what it is. What is most profitable that takes the least amount of your energy that you enjoy the most? What I just said. What's the most profitable that takes the least amount of your energy and you enjoy the most? Focus on those things. And if you were to like make a spreadsheet, I would suggest you do. Your guides are asking you to do this. Make a spreadsheet, list on the left-hand column every single service that you provide. Next column, what is the price point of each of those things? Year to date, when you look at your books, how much money have each of those things brought in? And it's probably going to paint a very clear picture like, oh, right, I have these 29 things on my offerings, and like most of them aren't selling, or I don't have the energy to do it, or I don't like it anymore, or whatever the thing is. But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Look at the numbers and let them speak for themselves. Um, and they're saying that goes for team members also. Trust me, it feels so much better once they're gone. Even if you think, well, how am I going to make money if they're not here? Trust me, it will be better. It will be better. Um, that being said, it's great to see you and everybody else who's been here and hanging out for an hour and 10 minutes. Wow, we did that. I hopped on. I was like, maybe this is going to be like a short one today. I was very much wrong. You know, I think people show up in like a nice like pace, then it's good. So thanks for the fun. Thanks for the connection. You're very welcome. Please come to the summit if you haven't already signed up. And if you have signed up, tell 3 friends. That's all I ask you. You don't have to force them. You don't have to put them at gunpoint to come to this free summit. But bring 3 friends, because it's more fun when we do this together, and it can enhance your friendship, your connection. You're going to find great things to talk about with your friends. You're going to be one day like, remember that time we did that summit with Emily? Oh, it was so fun. Now we're doing a retreat with her in person. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day. You're welcome so much. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you again soon. If you haven't checked out the podcast, I have a new episode on my podcast this week, coming in a new one next week. All kinds of great stuff over on YouTube. So much good stuff is happening. Thank you all for your support, your love. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.